Please make sure you like and subscribe.
Okay, before I begin with the obituary of Lee Iacocca, as we were walking through the cemetery, all the stones are down into the ground, which unfortunately a lot of them are underwater and buried in leaves. It's a nice cemetery, but I think it's a bad idea. And unfortunately, I could not find the grave of Lee Iacocca, so therefore I kind of abandoned the thought of trying to attempt to look for his grave. In general, it's a nice cemetery located here off I-75, but it does have like some drainage issues. So the other thing that's bad about it is none of the sections are labeled. So according to the Find a Grave website, as you can see in this photo, Lee Iacocca is buried within here. Good evening, everyone, and I'm live here at the cemetery for the underwater grave of Lee Iacocca. Lee Iacocca was born December 15th, 1924, Allentown, Pennsylvania. His death is in Bel Air, Los Angeles, California, July 2nd, 2019, at the age of 94. At the Whitechapel Memorial Park Cemetery here, located in Troy, Michigan. Lee Iacocca was an American businessman, and he was remembered into getting the automotive Chrysler Corporation out of bankruptcy in the 1980s. And he was also credited, when he worked for Ford's, as the developer of the Ford Mustang. His real name is Lido Anthony Iacocca, which is an Italian-American immigrant. He studied engineering in college, and he got a master's degree from Princeton. He then went into the car business and landed an engineering job as a trainee at Ford's. And then later on, he became president of the Ford Motor Company, as well as the lead role into the Mustang project at Ford. He then moved on to Chrysler, which is considered the big three of the auto manufacturers in America. Chrysler at the time was right on bankruptcy edge, and Lee Iacocca was convinced Congress to put money up for the automaker to bail it out. He pulled it off, and by 1983 he paid the government loans with a massive check, repaying the Congress for the money that was lent to bail out Chrysler. The company eventually later on began to fold again, but while Lee Iacocca was still in charge, he oversaw the acquisition of American Motors and Jeep, which again helped bail it out. I didn't know this, but he was appointed by President Ronald Reagan to head the foundation to raise funds for the restoration of the Statue of Liberty. Later on, he founded the olive oil company. What it does, it makes olive oil out of derived food products, and he took the profits and donated it towards diabetes research. And he made several books, including Iacocca, an autobiography. Other people that is buried in this grave is Elon Ambrose, Brace, Beamer, William Broomfield, and kind of a weird one. We got a Crook in here. Russell Lee Clark. According to this, he was some type of organized crime figure. Back in my time, when Iacocca saved Chrysler from bankruptcy, I believe these were just coming out, and as you can tell, they're kind of like the shape of a semi-truck, and these, I believe, drove Chrysler and probably even Jeep to make remarkable products. And man, a lot of people bought these type of trucks. Back in my time, the trucks kind of looked something like this.
The thing that I noticed is that about remember I was 29-year-old.
Okay, so anyway, I'm not going to get too much into Parkinson's disease, but you could see what it does is it kind of makes you shake around, kind of funny and stuff. And this is Michael J. Fox, which I really like. He's a big-time star for Back to the Future.